Hi, I'm Bersercules, the Berserk Herc. And today I'll be reviewing... Yeah, you're probably wondering why I'm wearing this mask. You see, I pissed off some stupid sorceress lady, and when I drank the lemonade she gave me, it turned my face all lame and fat. So yeah, I'll be hiding my face from now on. Anyway, today I'll be reviewing Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane number 13, Story 3, called The Shocking Secret of Lois Lane, where we see her all done up like the girl in the Iron Mask, but less chic. What's up with the metal box on her head? I've heard of chastity belts, but wow, this is just going too far. Time and again, Superman has warned her that she is as curious as a cat, and that one day her curiosity would get her into such trouble that not even he could help her out of it. Well, it finally happens. Wait, so Superman won't get her out of this danger? Are you sure? This sounds like bullshit to me. And having read many of these comics before, I've gotten pretty good at sussing out all the bullshit. One day, as Superman flies outside Metropolis, he suddenly sees an impending catastrophe. Good thing this isn't the week he's living under the sea, or underwater in a tank. And of course, Lois Lane is there, in danger and needing help. Whenever danger strikes, she'll be there, needing help. So Soup saves her from the giant logs, and hopefully from the tiny splinters shooting off the logs. And then the next day, Soup comes across her smashed up car. Good thing she didn't have a signal watch. It might have been useful. But then again, Soup was probably too busy doing important stuff like building statues of his friends to have answered it anyway. Anyway, Soup later finds out Lois is okay, but in the hospital, and the following day, wow, 3 days have gone by, and we've gotten nowhere fast. Anyway, the following day, Lois shows up in the dumbest Halloween costume ever, and shocks all the guys. 'Cause let's face it, Lois Lane ain't no butterface. So the guys wonder why she's hiding her face, and she sobs about it, and then, instantly, Clark tries to penetrate the mysterious box with his X-ray vision. Wait, instantly? But it's 3 panels after she entered the room! How is that instantly? Can't Superman fly at the speed of light? How is Lois entering the room, Jimmy and Perry commenting, Lois responding, Clark reacting, Perry commenting, Lois sobbing, then Clark using his X-ray vision instantly? Seems like a long time later! Jeepers! Did I instantly get to this line in my review? Did I instantly make this review? What the fuck? No, seriously, what the fuck does instantly mean? Anyway, Clark finds that the box is lined with lead, and therefore impenetrable to his eyes. But why? But why is Lois hiding her face? Yeah, why would someone hide their face? And why is Lois's neck so fucking long? What a small chin she must have! So Lois refuses to tell the guys what's happened to her, and then she quits her job and heads for the door. Did she do that instantly? Did this whole scene happen instantly? Lois, why not just tell them what happened? Maybe they could help you. Superman is a superhero after all, and the others are great investigative reporters. So with Lois gone, Clark follows suit and leaves to change into his other suit and flies around downtown as Superman. I thought at first the girl might be an imposter, but she really is Lois. I recognize her eyes through the eye slits. Wait, you can see through her eye slits? Then look down from up to see her cheeks, and up from down to see her forehead, and see if anything else is the matter. Here's a diagram explaining what I mean. So with no alternative, Superman does what he must to solve the mystery. He sneaks into Lois's place and looks through her stuff and reads her diary. Fuck privacy. Here's a receipt, obviously from the welder who constructed that metal box for Lois. One aluminum box lined with lead, $25. Keeping a secret from Superman? Priceless. Worthless. Or actually, flat out impossible. Hey Soup, if you find out her secret, are you gonna build a statue of it in your Fortress of Midlife Crisis? She left her makeup kit behind. No woman would do that, unless she felt makeup was of no use to her. Well, she is wearing a metal box over her head. Super wits. This telephone book is open to the page of plastic surgeons. I think I have the answer now. Yeah, Soup, her face is messed up, and she doesn't want you to see. We all got that. Why are you having such a hard time figuring this out? Super wits. So, wanting to find out how bad Lois's appearance is, he goes to talk to the welder that made her mask. "Thanks for making it easier for me to weld that cracked axle, Superman. Well, as I was saying before, I couldn't see Miss Lane's face. Her head was wrapped up in bandages like a mummy." "Wait, you interrupted your answer to Superman to thank him for helping you? How about helping him by not being distracted while you answer his question?" So Soup then returns to Lois's apartment, thinking, my super-sensitive hands might perform plastic surgery for Lois. Sounds like a good idea to me. You are a doctor after all, and you did do that surgery on Lois's legs that one time. I wonder if he super secretly looked at her vagina when he was operating on her legs. Yes, I wonder odd things. And speaking of doctors, Soup, why not just go and ask the people at the hospital Lois was in if her face is okay? Superwits. So Superman, returning to Lois's apartment, reads her diary, cause super fuck privacy. So apparently, unless Lois lies in her diary, after being in the auto crash, and I guess then the hospital, she decided to go see a vaudeville show featuring a woman who billed herself as the sorceress Circes. Yeah, head wounds can make you do weird things. "I am the sorceress who turned Ulysses' sailors into swine. I come from the past to show you my awesome powers. I am Circes." Is she kidding? Circes is only a character in mythology. Why is there a blank spot in Lois's thought bubble? Did she just have a brain fart? Or did she actually get a concussion? I'm gonna add a word in. Is she kidding? Circes is only a character in mythology. Donkey. I watched the so-called Circes go through her act. She doesn't fool me. I'll hide in the theater until it closes, then snoop around backstage for proof that she's a fake. Wait, Lois thinks she's being serious about being Circes and being magical? Does Lois not understand how a stage act works? What the fuck? This is silly! Do other people not realize how an act works? For the record, everyone, I read these comics beforehand, then write out the reviews, and then act them out in front of the camera and edit it all together afterwards. I'm not reading this comic for the first time right now as I review it. Here, look. I'm reading my lines from this piece of paper. And now that I have the paper down, I can't read my next lines. So I hope you don't think this is all improvised and that I have all the powers I, through editing, seem to have. And more importantly, Lois, you once met Hercules from Greek mythology. So why is it hard to accept that she could be Circes? What the hell? Anyway, after the show, Lois snoops around and finds the proof that she was looking for, and then she's caught by Circes, who asks her to a dressing room to talk, and Lois, being Lois, agrees. This sounds familiar. Once in the dressing room, Circes pours Lois a drink of lemonade, and I drank the lemonade, when suddenly my eyes blurred, and then I heard a laugh. Hey, that's what happened to me! I got all woozy after drinking the lemonade the sorceress gave me! Haha, you drank a magic potion that will work my spell upon you. Because you have the curiosity of a cat, tomorrow, when you leave your house, you will have the face of a cat. Simple solution, Lois. Don't leave your house. And, she gave Lois the face of a cat because she's curious like a cat? And I was cursed with the face of a lame fat guy because I'm a lame fat guy? Weird. Naturally, I laughed off her threat. Even though you work with a cub reporter that keeps getting changed into weird things by gifts given to him by a superpowered flying alien? Lois, do you not even know where you are? You're in your reality, not our reality. Naturally, I laughed off her threat, but the next morning, which is this morning, as I left my apartment and greeted my landlady, "Oh, your face!" So the landlady looks in horror at Lois through a lamp? That's suspicious. So I went out, puzzled, and met a neighbor's little boy. Ah, golly! And now that kid sees her and rushes off in terror, and we just keep seeing the back of her head more than if we were both watching X-Files. Eventually, Lois looks at her reflection and sees her face is now a cat face. Now that's a pussy. And her arms don't line up with her reflection. And for that matter, the back of her head doesn't match either. So our double pussy heroine then bandages up her face and goes out looking for Circe's, only to find she's gone. Or the guy she asked of her whereabouts is lying. Anyway, she then walks through a circus and starts to think about all the problems she might have. I knew that though Superman would try not to show it, he'd be repelled by my face. He's averting his eyes. He can't look at my face. Don't jump to conclusions, Lois. For all you know, Superman might be into furries, and your new look will drive him wild. Oh wait, no. Superman's afraid of cats. Never mind. One day, I'd lose him to my rival. Then I knew what I had to do, which is get a metal box made for her head. And she did all this in the morning, and then went home and wrote it all down in her diary before going to work? So she woke up, found out about her face, then went to the theater to look for Circe's, then went to the circus and daydreamed, and then went and got a metal box made for her head, and then went home and wrote about this all in her diary, then showed up for work and quit? Wow, that's quite the day! When I woke up with my face all lame and fat, I just put this mask on I made in high school, then reviewed some porn while lazing on the couch. Oh yeah. Oh, Lois, I can't believe you think you hide your identity well with that super slut logo on your forehead and that revealing costume you wear. Oh yeah. And she did all that in one day? Wow, who knew being deformed could make you have such a productive day? Holy shit, how come the Elephant Man didn't accomplish that much in his life? Lois then writes of how she'll go and live in her cabin in the woods. Wow, when the going gets tough, the ace reporter fucks off in fear. Anyway, finishing Lois's diary, Soup decides to investigate the lemonade container before flying off to meet Lois in her cabin, which is where she wrote in her diary where she'd be. Did she want Soup to find her? Anyway, Superman lies about there being one more important story for her to cover and flies her to a rocket launch site. Hey, no ers in his sentence. Doesn't he feel bad about lying that way? Later, at the launching site, Fancy L. And as Lois asks where her interviewee is, Superman throws 2 saw blades at her, slicing open the metal box. Wait, he throws 2 saw blades at Lois? Wow! And if Soup had missed through those saw blades, like he misses stuff with his super wits, Lois would have no head to worry about. And of course, Lois freaks out at Superman with her normal face that she still thinks is a cat face. I have the face of a cat. Much to the confusion of Jimmy. I don't understand, Superman. Lois doesn't have the face of a cat. True, Jimmy. She only thinks she has. I guessed that when I found traces of a drug in her lemonade. What lemonade, Soup?
Shh, Jimmy, I'm summing up.
Circe's put it in to dull Lois's senses, so she could put Lois under post-hypnosis and make Lois think she'd become a cat. Wait, she doesn't have the face of a cat? It was all an illusion? Hey, maybe I'm not lame and fat looking. Ah. I wonder if Circe's did anything else while Lois was under. God, I'm a pervert. A super pervert! So Superman breaks Lois from the post-hypnotic suggestion, and so Soup did save her. Fucking lying splash panel. And wait, then why did those 2 people react that way to Lois? And with the others wondering the same thing, they go to find out. Actually earlier today, by mistake, I put the sun lamp bulb in the socket. The purple ultraviolet light made your face look weird, as it's doing now. So that's why you dashed into your apartment. You hurried back to get the correct light bulb. Then why is the incorrect light bulb in there now? What the fuck, this? Did this story all happen instantly? Is that why the light bulb is still there after all this time? Jeepers! And now over to the boy as, wow, they found him easy, and in the same spot. Super convenient. Gosh, Miss Lane, I was looking past your face at that poster for a new horror movie. That's what scared me. Wait, he wasn't even looking at her? What the fuck? So that kid turned in terror and cried out from seeing a movie poster? That's convenient. Oh, by the way, I wasn't reviewing this issue. I was reviewing that picture on the wall over there.